is going on, everybody, and welcome back into Barbie Studios. Who's ready for another Tumblr creation tutorial video? Now, in this video, we're going to be using two tumblers to create the same overall design. We're going to use this 20-ounce modern curve, which has been base coated in kind of like a Mod Podge of pinks, reds, neons, as well as white paints. All of those were really old paints, and they did leave a little bit of crackling there. You can see a side shot of that. But it's not a big deal in any way. We're going to go ahead and coat this in epoxy and create a beautiful, beautiful glitter swirl tumbler. We're also going to use the same process to create it on a full white blank base. That is a Rust-Oleum base that we painted, and it's a little bit dented and dinged, but it's no big deal whatsoever. We're going to cover that with amazing epoxy from Flynn's Sister. I am an affiliate of them. You can find their description below. You can also use my code BStudios to get a discount on their website. So if you want to try out a two-part epoxy, then try out Flynn's Sister. Now, I am an affiliate of a glitter company. Super excited. That is being Twisted Glitters. Now, I don't have a bunch of their materials in stock right now. I plan to make a big order soon, so you'll see more videos coming out on that playlist in the near future. The two colors that I have here are affiliate colors that I was mailed as an affiliate, new affiliate of their company and their store. You can also find a description below if you want to go visit any of their options and see what they have. They have 3D prints, crafting materials, amazing glitter mica, and they're always adding more to their site. You can also use my code BStudios to gain access to that website and save yourself some money. So the two colors we're going to be using here are Stay Justified, a very nice dark pink, and has a little bit of a mid chunk in there. And then the other one is called Glitter Bitches. Glitter Bitches. Okay. It's a little bit of a lighter lavender color, but it also is a mid chunky tone. These are two of the colors that we're going to use to create this Barbie Tumbler theme that we have going on here. I don't know what vinyl we're going to put on it at this time, but we're going to go ahead and have fun. My daughter is going to help me along the way. So let's go ahead and turn around to the station here. Let's get some amazing Flynn's Sister epoxy on these tumblers, and let's go ahead and also apply some glitter.
All right, let's jump over to the crafting station here and let's zoom in on this 20-ounce curved tumbler that we're going to be using for this first Barbie tumbler. Now, I'll probably make 2 or 3 Barbie tumblers over the next year or so, so just stay tuned to the YouTube channel, and I'll probably make each and every one of these in a different way, maybe some different color variations here and there. Now, here's these affiliate glitters as I spoke of earlier. Now, they are really great colors. One is called Justified, and the other one is called Glitter Bees. Now, I'm trying to compare really what kind of color I want to go along with this. Instead of doing a swirl on this first one, we're actually going to do a stripe tumbler. I haven't done a stripe tumbler since the Princess Cinderella glass slipper tumbler that I created for my daughter. And my daughter's almost already taking possession of this one too. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with a lighter color pink for the third pink color. And then we're also going to use this new affiliate glitter color called Cowardly. And I'm really deciding whether I want to use Glenda, the pink affiliate glitter, or if I want to use this Sweet Pea glitter as far as the third color of pink. So we're going to use those 2 mid chunks, 1 fine glitter, and then we're going to use Cowardly to add a little bit of gold. Out of all of these colors, I really do believe that Cowardly really stands out the most to me. But as we get to later stages of the project video and I get the first 2 or 3 layers of glitter on, then we'll decide what kind of fine glitter we want to be the last color there. So whether it's Glenda or Sweet Pea, we'll make a decision later. We're going to use a double-sided sticky tape for this version of it, and I'll probably make another one of these here in the near future. I would like to make a like a 30-ounce tumbler that has like a retro color theme to it, like a really 90s fun pop color to it, like some bright yellows and greens. So stay tuned for some of that maybe later on in the year or so. Now, as you can see, they're perfectly sized to go on the bottom rim of that cup there. So we're going to go ahead and just take our time. In time-lapse form, we're going to go ahead and get these laid out on the sides of the tumbler here. Now, it doesn't have to make full contact as it goes around. And I really just use this more so of a means to find the perfect line all the way around the outside edge of the tumbler there. And in this version here, which absolutely turned out spectacular, I do not put any vinyl lines between the glitter colors. A lot of people will do that just to kind of break up any kind of like overpaint or like glitter overspray on those stripes, but this time I decided to forego that and I did not do that. it would have required me to create a bunch of striped pieces of vinyl, whether it be gold or white or black, and create that. Now I do go ahead and mark my my double-sided sticky tape here, and here in a moment we're going to go into a live video of my daughter actually applying the glitter layers to the first one, which is Cowardly from Twisted Glitters there. You'll be able to find their affiliate code below. Make sure you use B Studios to get a 10% off. So here we are applying a little bit of Mod Podge over the double-sided sticky tape, and this just gives me a little bit of extra adhesive buildup, just to get that glitter to apply really great here. Sometimes I'll do 2 or 3 coats depending on how much of that background color is visible.
Just like that, okay? All right, hold on. Go ahead, ring gently, gently. No, just do one ring at a time. Gently. Get good coverage. Slow, slow, slow. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, next ring. Don't touch the cup. Oh my goodness. Don't touch the cup.
I thought you said don't touch the lines.
A little bit more. All right, next ring up here.
Oh!
Okay, keep going. Wow, that's a beautiful gold. Kiss him right there. Right there. Okay, keep going. The next ring, last ring. Nice, it's the very top part. Okay, we're good. Very nice.
Oh my god,
Let
look
that
at
dry.
that.
It's a messy thing on it. Good job. Alright, we'll let it rest.
I love every minute that I get to craft with my daughter in the studio, and my son is now starting to get to the point where he's enjoying spending time in the studio as well, mainly specifically working on a new Batman painting, which we'll probably feature on the YouTube channel maybe later on in the summer or something, as well as a lot of clay. They're really enjoying the process of creating stuff with clay. They're always making something and saying, "Dad, I need you to bake this please." And I love every single minute of it. It's worth spending time in the studio with the kids making new things and just having them just create things on their own. Now this right here is the color Justified. I believe it was Justified. And it is a very nice, pretty pink color. It's a mid-chunk, so it does have a little bit of chunkiness to it. And it's got a little bit of that fine pink built into it. It's very beautiful. I'm really deciding whether or not I want to include Glinda or not, or the Sweet Pea here. I really do like both of them, but I do believe that Sweet Pea kind of blends too well with the affiliate glitter that we had applied in the last layer there. So I did go ahead and decide to stay with the affiliate glitters here, and I lean towards Glinda. Now that is a beautiful color, and I got that in the winter box from Twisted Glitters. So I got a bunch of new colors that I'll be trying out over the next few months, and this is Glinda. Very beautiful, like a kind of a light pink color there, and it turned out absolutely spectacular. Now I do have to do 2 coats because it does take quite a bit of glitter just to cover up that kind of red tone base, because we do have that kind of Mod Podge base of colors between reds and neons and whites, and I just want to make sure we get as much of that covered as possible. Later on, as I apply the epoxy layer to this, you'll see that some of the existing base coat will show through, and it just gives it a nice kind of fun splotchy look. Those colors look absolutely spectacular, and that Cowardly really sets off the overall color of the pink there. Now I didn't do like every other type of pattern with the glitter lines here or stripes. Instead I just kind of like added a little bit of variety to it with the gold there. I didn't want the gold to be too overpowering. Now here I am, I'm going to take it a little of a next step, and I'm going to start to apply Mod Podge with a paintbrush on the bottom rim of the cup, and then we'll do that at the upper rim as well, where the lip is. So we'll go ahead and just apply this kind of like a vein effect, or like kind of like a little halo effect from the top and the bottom. And we're going to hand apply a little bit of gold leaf. This is gold leaf that I had left over from paintings where I had flaked it off of the actual canvases into a gallon baggie. And we're just going to reuse the existing gold leaf that I have stored away. This is just going to up the overall intricacy of the design a little bit and just make it a little bit more shiny. Just a different type of material in comparison to that gold or kind of coppery gold cowardly color. It is really cool. Letting that dry there as we work around the top there in an extreme time lapse, 4 times speed, just 4 times speed. So we'll go ahead and apply this here, and I do apply a little bit of a splotchy here just to kind of give it a little bit of an ombre effect, and I went ahead and applied just a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and use a thick paintbrush here. Now this is a fan brush, and it's been really crafted away. It's got like glue and glitter caked all over it from previous projects. And we're going to go ahead and use that to just kind of pretty roughly brush all of the existing gold flake off here. And you can kind of see it's just landing on a piece of paper here. And I'll also save this gold leaf as well. So it will go in its own little separate bag. And when I have the opportunity to use it in a separate project and I don't mind a little bit of pink glitter along with that, then I'll pull that out and use it. I will also put a little bit of that in the Flynn Sister epoxy that we're about to mix up for this project. So we're about to put the first layer of epoxy on, and I'm an affiliate of Flynn Sister epoxy. You can find the description code below if you'd like to buy your own epoxy. They specialize in 2-part epoxy, both regular and fast set. But for this project, we're going to be using just a regular set. So mixing up part A, part B, I believe I mixed up around 20 milliliters, not a whole lot. Just enough to get this nice glitter layer saturated with epoxy, and then a little bit extra just to kind of make sure it kind of flood coats it a little bit, so we can try to go ahead and apply just our basic Barbie decal. As I create more Barbie layer, other tumblers here, I will try to make them more intricate, so the decals along with those will get more intensified, but we're going to keep it very nice and simple this time for my daughter. She is going to scoop this cup up before I even barely get it done. So I asked her what kind of decals that she wanted, and she just chose the standard Barbie monogram that you would normally see for the logo. So I'm going to go ahead and let that saturate into the glitter there. You can also see that when you apply an epoxy to like whether it's acrylic paints or to glitter like this, it does kind of blend out all of those high edges, and the light hits it differently. It makes it feel a little bit more flat, more uniform in its layers, even if all those glitter layers weren't the same depth when we get all the layers applied. Now that's just the first coat, so you can see it has a little bit of roughness to the outside edge of the epoxy. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do another coat on this. As you can see, super glossy this time. This is the second coat, and now this is a nice good flood coat of 20 milliliters. But I'm really liking how crystal clear that glass-like epoxy is. Again, that's Flynn Sister epoxy. It is my go-to. It's absolutely great, and ever since I started using their brand, my artwork has been a next level. Now here is the kind of finished look of the flood coat from before. It's already set up and fully handleable now. So, but as you can see, it really did flatten all the gold and the glitter out together, and it really does shine really cool. Look how good that looks. I already put my artist logo on the very bottom, but it is kind of rough around the outside edges of the bottom rim. So we'll go ahead and put other layers of epoxy on later, and it will fix that. And you can really see that the base coat really kind of changed the way that Glenda pink glitter is showing through. So some parts a little bit whiter, some pieces are a little bit darker, but it's really cool overall. Now here we are, magically we have our Barbie logo already kind of made out here. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and apply this to the tumbler here, and then we'll get ready to actually put the final layers of epoxy on. So here we are here. We're going to go ahead and apply this in a nice super easy motion. I decided to keep this kind of up towards the top of the tumbler there, and we're just kind of keeping it nice, super simple, and my daughter is going to be able to use this just a few days after I finish this content video. Is it just me, or is it kind of satisfying peeling off the transfer tape of a decal? It's really fun. Looking pretty good. And now we're applying the last layer of Flynn's Sister Epoxy. Look how awesome that glass-like epoxy looks. Look how thick I'm layering on here, guys. I'm really just throwing it on and letting it self-level. Now I'm gonna make sure I get full coverage before I let it do so. And I'm trying to make sure that I push it towards the bottom of the cup, make sure I get good coverage around the kind of like chunky mid glitter around the bottom butt, as well as up towards the rim of the cup there, pushing that epoxy up to really get a nice crystal clear layer, even at those little pinch points at the very bottom and top. You can also see in the background I do have an Umbrella Corp zombie cup spinning. And of course, if you're interested in something like that or a custom piece of artwork, make sure you reach out to me on my Etsy shop. You can find that link in the description below. Hitting it with a torch and a heat gun there just to kind of pop any small micro bubbles there, and look how absolutely spectacular this bad boy looks. Not only did this tumbler turn out absolutely spectacular, but I was able to pull out some double-sized sticky tape and again make some of those awesome stripes. Now I do have some more tumblers for the Barbie series coming out here soon, but make sure you check out those playlists in the near future. Be sure to subscribe for awesome content in the near future, you guys. Catch you on the next one. Later.